Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see how to monitor network communication between two Azure VMs using Azure Network Watcher. So as we all know, successful communication between a virtual machine and an endpoint, which can be another VM, can be critical. And sometimes configuration changes are introduced which can break the communication. So in this video we'll create two VMs. We'll monitor the communication between VMs. With the connection monitor capability of Network Watcher, we'll generate alerts. Okay, so let me just log on to the portal and take it from there. I'm logged on to the portal, so I have to deploy two VMs. So let me quickly create those. I deleted those VMs because I was trying to make few videos but was engaged in some other work. So I'm going to quickly create those VM. I'm going to select a small size. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to arrange it for the monthly cost, and I'm going to go with the least one. All right, so it would be my VM1. Create a new resource group. Test NWRSG. It would be East US. No availability zone. Sorry. This. Okay. This. And default. This VNet. Disable, advance, next, review, and create. Alright, so this will deploy the VM1. I'm going to create a second VM as well. And the second VM I will create as an Ubuntu server. So I'll do home, create a resource. I'm going to go with Ubuntu server. And I'm going to place it in the same resource group. Virtual machine name would be my VM2. Ubuntu, East US, no spot instances. Username would be my this. I'm gonna go with password here. Username would be this, and I'm gonna configure the password. This disk. I'm gonna go with defaults. Do this. I had to install an extension on my Windows VM as well, so let me install it. Here I'm gonna go for Network Watcher extension. Here, Network Watcher agent for Linux. I don't know what is going on. Here it is. Click on create. It takes time for the agent to be deployed. on the VM. I'm gonna go OK. Next, review create. And I'm gonna go create. Very good. So it will create 2 virtual machines. I will go back to my VM. Resource groups. RSG. My VM1. Let me quickly install Network Watcher here as well for Windows. Network Watcher agent for Windows. Create. Okay, it's installing. So it is ready. Now I'll create a connection monitor to monitor the communication over TCP port 22 from my VM1 to my VM2. Right. So till the time it is installing and the deployment is going on, I'm going to go to Home. I'm going to click on Network Watcher. Under Monitoring, this select Connection Monitor. Right, click on Create. It says Connection Monitor name. You can give it a name. You can say my VM1 to my VM2, and in brackets you can mention 22. Okay. This one region is East US. So for the source, basics, test groups, enter a test group name, my VM1 to my VM2, 22. Source, you're going to click on add source here. Do this. Source is your VM1. Click on add endpoint. Now for the destination, click here, select your second virtual machine, add here. And for the test configuration, we'll do, you can do port 22, you can do TCP 22, listen on port frequency 30 seconds, add test configuration, click on add test group, review create. This will create your connection monitor because it is still deploying, so it is not showing anything as of now. It will take few seconds for this connection monitor to be deployed with the configuration that we have set. Let me pause the video and come back. It is done. Right, so I'm going to click on refresh. Test groups. Let me refresh it. Let's see. Why it is not showing? Okay, just a screen bug, so I clicked on here, came back, and it showed up. Right, now if you would select the monitor with the name, so if I go here, it has nothing to display as of now. If you click on view logs, you can filter the data. If you run, so it is refreshing, that is why it is so if I cancel this here, fail is no, warning 0, 1 out of 1, pass is 1. If you click on this result, so the communication is open, right? So if you click here, there are no fails, status is not running. If you cancel all the filters, you click on here, the status would show here as reachable or pass, because the communication is taking time, every 30 seconds. So the status will show pass here. And if you want to generate alerts, it will show you the average round trip, the data, let it collect data, then it would come. And if you want to generate alerts, you can configure the alerts by saying that, okay, when the destination is not reachable, you can set it. So you can fire up an alert. So this is how you configure the connection monitor and use it. I hope this was informative for all of you guys. If you have any queries, please mention them in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.